if you want to change your life, it comes with a sacrifice. It comes with uh, big decision making and your circle. Like Mr. B said, actually, like it's so ironical. It's not you bad or something. It's your environment, and that's true. So if you wanna like actually change your perspective and change your reality, simply change your environment. And I know it's kind of demonic saying things like this because people don't tend to have many friends, many soulmates, and shit like that. But if you the that's the easily that's how you tell where you can see how you changing. So if you stick to the same friend group, even though you don't share something in common with them, as time goes, this is a bad situation. You don't need to end up in this situation because being uncomfortable with somebody doesn't mean it's beneficial in terms of um maybe your roads really not in the same direction. So people have different roads in life. Life is like I said, life is versatile. Life is complex. Life is multi-directional. So you don't need to stick to the same friend group if you just feeling comfortable with them. That's the trap I was in. So you don't see it subconsciously. If you associate with some kind of people, some kind of energy, you do the same shit. It's subconscious. You don't think to do the decisions. You don't think about taking decisions and moves as them, but subconsciously you're trying to imitate them to be like them. That's like survival instinct. You're trying to be like this animal who change colors. You're trying to be the same color as them. So the demonic shit is when you actually think these people comfortable and these people your soulmate, but instead you get in people having different perspective because you for example you have plans for future and these plans never executed and these people still just like you in the same boat. That's because you're associated and you kind of like sacrifice your plans, your future for them. So simply you have to have a courage to abandon and discard these people as they never were in your life. At the end of the day, I'm comfortable. I'm sitting in my room, like I said in previous videos. At the end of the day, I'm sitting in my room, um, thinking about my life and what I did, and I don't need no people to. I don't need to impress somebody and kind of like be and kind of like be uh, on the same wave as somebody and thinking about their losses and their wins. I don't care. At the end of the day, I care about my wins. You know what I'm saying? It's like every other human being. You change, and I know it's complicated because this world is not the people that wrong. It's not the friend that is. Maybe the friend is not so toxic because you can tolerate his toxicity at some point. It's not like everyone is super ideal and you ideal and you're good and they're bad. No, I mean everybody have their bad, you know what I'm saying, self and good self. It's like it's the point you can tolerate it. But when your plans, your future doesn't meet your kind of like dreams and what you wanted to do, I'm gonna say environment very crucial in that. And I'm gonna say it's not the friend that actually made you do that. It's the world. The friend couldn't be. The friend will be just the participator in this kind of like toxic world, toxic system. And in this system nowadays, you can't just be sacrificing your own self to someone just like that willingly cancel all of the good things that could come in your life in this system. So the system is narcissistic, the system is toxic, capitalistic, um, authoritarian, and stuff like that. So in this kind of psychopathic system, you need to be some kind of like a psychopath. You know what I'm saying? You need to move along with the system if you want to survive. That's the harsh truth. And I'm gonna say it's not the people. Like I said it 3 times already. It's not the people that actually so bad and they did so. I mean, some people do, but I mean, I I went through that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like at some point it's clicked, and we just like kind of it's like a divorce. You know what I'm saying? And the manhood is manhood friendship, man friendship is super loyal. But at some point, when there's so much love in this kind of friendships, it's really end up super bad in the conflict, and it's just like this clicking and like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? It's not the man and woman kind of type of relationship because there's some kind of connection. But this the man friendship build on kind of loyalty, kind of like respect, and kind of like there's some competitiveness in this kind of relationship, especially if you're young. So so that's the harsh truth. And the competitiveness is a good thing when you in the same kind of boat, in the same kind of but life is not that simple. You know what I'm saying? There's different financial statuses people have in different roles, like I said, and you can tolerate some kind of, I'm competitive, but I'm competitive with myself. But when it comes to people compete with me, I can tolerate it. I see it as a, I don't see it as a red flag like from the start. But I mean, it's your choice to compete with me. But if that's coming from envy and coming from the trauma the world gives you, and the world is not tolerating any kind of um, sickness, any kind of else you can take, you know what I'm saying? So the system keeps going, and these people kind of participate and imitating this system upon you, and that's how the friendships ends at the end. And that's why I say in this kind of world, there's no friends. It's a harsh truth, harsh reality. People, you can change on people nowadays. Is just people disposable. People are super. People are objects and nothing but profiles. It's nothing. It's no way you can have a friend if you're broke. It's no way you can have a friend if you have no status. There's no way you can have a friend if you're homeless. Let's be honest. So if you're in some kind of trouble, you have no friends. So that's kind of, you probably won't see it in the first side, like at the first side. You won't, you will probably think that like why he's ghosting me or something like that. But the point is, if you're sick, if you, bro, I've been there and I know it. If you're sick in some kind of trouble, people don't need you anymore. You're not the energy stock for them. You're not the energy resource for them. Let's be honest. We use people. Let's be honest. Not don't be like a black and white thinker, bro. We're not kids. We understand the world. I mean, even though I have this kind of mental problems, I have this disorder that doesn't let me see things like it is in reality. I'm gonna say that reality check is crucial to forget people and to see people how they in a true color. And in true color, we use people, and people, we need people for some kind of validation, or we need people for some kind of interesting activity. We need people for, like I said, competitiveness is number one driver in man's friendships, in man to man relationship. There's different indicators of, there's different common things what men share, but I'm gonna say that hobbies and shit like that doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter because man in this world trying to survive, trying to get this bag. It's not like you don't be a fucking child and be so, you know what I'm saying, stupid to think that everything is given to your feet. Yeah, everything is given to your food and shit like that, like just like that. No, even your friends. If you think about it, just think about it. It's just, of course, it's some memory. Just forget about it and think about why and in what circumstances you meet these people, what you wanted from these people, what kind of fantasy or delusion, maybe some kind of delusion you was participating with them together. It's no such a friendship without fantasy. There's no like close friendship without fantasy. You dreaming about like trips, or I'm gonna say like play a casino, or just like you share some kind of cult things, like the same slang, the same um I mean, fashion. That's what happened to me. I mean, it's like a cult. It's nothing wrong with it if you tolerate it and if you're interested in. But at the end of the day, if when the reality hits you, you know the shit was just artificial and shit was fake. People in the first place, they kind of, they're not like, but most people, I'm gonna say most people, maybe there's somebody who not like family oriented, but some most people they family oriented. They gossip about you. That's reality, and you do the same. Probably because you, if you find yourself in some kind of toxic relationship, and people kind of like discarded you or you discarded them, probably because you was raised in the same kind of environment. Nothing wrong with this, you know what I'm saying? I can say for infinity, I can say infinite fucking things about this kind of shit. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If you're from middle class type of family, bro, just know that in this world, there's no family in this fucking authoritarian system, and it's toxic. And it's toxic. You just, when you was young, you're not seeing this. Probably if you forget all the shit that was happening to you and grow, you won't be even guessing your reality, guessing, second guessing. But that's the reality. Reality is based on taking, exploiting, and shit like that. So if you're from middle class family, you're raising this. Your parents probably coming from broken home as well, and you come from broken home. The relationship not stable when you're in trauma or some kind of stress episode in your life. So don't be impressed that people that doing this shit for you like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying to myself in first place, because um I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to relieve these fucking stress from my chest. And that's nothing impressive, to be honest, bro. It's just you do the same shit. You do the same shit. But there's points, there's levels to this shit, you know what I'm saying? And some people cross this, you know what I'm saying, barrier, and cross your fucking threshold, and that's how we ending up our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong with it. But I'm gonna say, if you want to change your life, elevate, you need to look at your environment. Even your best friend could be the participator in your failure.